विषय शिक्षक श्री राकेश अशोक चव्हाण. विषय सामान्य विज्ञान. इयत्ता 6वी. समाज विकास माध्यमिक व उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय सागाव तालुका शिराळा जिल्हा सांगली. Hello students. Today we are going to learn about general science and our first chapter is natural resources. Dear students, before starting the chapter, you need to take textbook with you. Now open the same page on your textbook and see the image. Can you recall what are the 5 layers of the atmosphere? The layers of the atmosphere are named as the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere and exosphere. Natural resources: air, water and land. Observe the picture alongside and answer the questions. Where do you see the birds? तुम्हाला पक्षी कुठे दिसत आहेत? Second question. Where is the cow grazing? गाय कोणत्या ठिकाणी गवत चरत आहे? Third. Locate the trees and the road. झाडांची आणि रस्त्याची दिशा किंवा जागा कोणती? Fourth. Where does the river come from? How does it flow? नदी कोठून आली आहे आणि ती कोणत्या दिशेने आणि कुठून वाहत आहे? Fifth. Where is the aeroplane? तुम्हाला विमान कोठे दिसत आहे? Sixth. Where are the fish seen? तुम्हाला मासे कोठे दिसत आहेत? Seventh. On what is the sailboat floating? जो जहाज आहे तो कशावरती तरंगत आहे? After that the observation, your answers like the birds in the sky, cow grazing on the land, trees and road located on the land, that river comes from the mountain and its flow on the ground or on the land, aeroplane in the air, fish seen in the water and sailboat floating on the water. Yes, you're right. Now you can see that some things in the picture are in water, some on land and some in the sky, that is in the air. Thus all things on the earth are associated with air, water and land. Air, water and land are called the earth's atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere respectively. Moreover, different living things occupy these 3 spheres of the earth. अर्थात पृथ्वीवर असणाऱ्या हवा, पाणी, जमीन यांना अनुक्रमे हवेला वातावरण, पाण्याला जलावरण आणि जमिनीच्या भागाला शिलावरण असे म्हणतात. आणि त्याचबरोबर पृथ्वीवर असणारा प्रत्येक सजीव या 3ही आवरणांमध्ये आढळतो बरं का. Now we are going to learn about biosphere, अर्थात जीवावरण. These living things and the part of the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere which they occupy are together called the biosphere. These spheres have formed on the earth naturally. पुढील चित्रामध्ये तुम्हाला हायड्रोस्फिअर म्हणजे जलावरण, लिथोस्फिअर म्हणजे शिलावरण आणि ॲटमॉस्फिअर म्हणजे वातावरण हे 3ही भाग एकत्रितरित्या दाखविले आहेत. अर्थात जलावरण, शिलावरण आणि वातावरण यांना एकत्रितरित्या जीवावरण असे म्हणतात. म्हणजेच the parts of the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere which they occupy, they means these living things are together are called the biosphere. Atmosphere. The atmosphere is the layer of air that surrounds the earth. the surface of the earth comprises water and land, that is the hydrosphere and lithosphere. Of these, the hydrosphere occupies a much larger part than the lithosphere. You can see in the image water like 71% and land only 29%. We also look upon these natural components in solid, liquid and gases from Earth as resources. In other words, we use them to fulfill our requirements, proportion of land and water. Students, look at the image carefully and drawn in your notebook. Natural resources, air, water and land are the factors important for sustaining the living world on the earth and for fulfilling their basic needs. They are called natural resources. Note down the definition in your notebook and recite it. Dear students, look at the image carefully and give me the proper answer. What are the 5 layers of the atmosphere? Yes, you're right. The layers of the atmospheres are named as the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the ionosphere and the exosphere. Air. The air in the atmosphere around the earth contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, 6 inert gases. It's a very important point, guys. Listen carefully. 6 inert gases: nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, water vapor and dust particles. Now you can see that image very carefully. In the alongside on the video, you can see the all contents are included on that image. Now it's your turn to draw this in your notebook. In that image, you can see in the picture other constitutions of air is 0.07%, argon 0.9%, oxygen 21%, nitrogen 71%, carbon dioxide only 0.03%. That is the proportion of the various gases in the air. You can see that air is a mixture of several gases and is the chief constituent of the Earth's atmosphere. Besides these gases, air also contains water vapor and dust particles. Look at the image carefully. The amount of the gases in the air is the greatest near the surface and decreases as we go higher and higher from the surface. That is, air becomes rare at higher altitudes. Now students, we are going to gain most important information about some gases which are included in our air. Some uses of gases in air. First, nitrogen. Nitrogen helps living things to build the necessary proteins. It is useful in the production of ammonia and in airtight packaging of foodstuffs. Second, oxygen. Oxygen is necessary for respiration in living things and for combustion. Third, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, plants use it for producing their food and used in fire extinguishers. Fourth, argon. Argon used in electric bulbs. Fifth, helium. Used of helium for obtaining low temperature and also for generating lift in airship. Next, neon. Used in decorative lights and for street lighting. Next, krypton. Used in fluorescent bulbs or tubes. Next, xenon. Xenon is used in flash of photography. Always remember, the living world on the earth is sustained due to the balance between various gases and other constituents of air. The atmosphere is a very important filter. It allows the light and heat of the sun to reach the earth, which is necessary for life, but it prevents the harmful elements from reaching the earth. It is in the atmosphere that fog, clouds, snow, and rain are produced. Now students, you can see one another image on your desktop or screen. The question is, what is the similarity in these three pictures below? Yeah, you can see this. All the above pictures show large scale emission of smoke through different agencies. This smoke directly mixes with the atmosphere and disturbing the balance between the constitutions of air. This is called air pollution. ज्याप्रमाणे हवेमध्ये वेगवेगळ्या धुरांपासून निर्माण होणाऱ्या घातक वायूंमुळे ज्या अंतर्गत घटकांना बाधा पोहोचतो, हवेतील प्रमाण बिघडते, अशा स्वरूपातील वायूंना हवेचे प्रदूषण असे म्हणतात. When smoke disturb the balance between constitutions of the air, then it makes pollution like air pollution. Now you can see that image. Harmful gases are given out through combustion of fuels in vehicles and in big industries, and also through incomplete combustions of fuels like wood and coal. As a result, air pollution is increasing day by day, and we need to prevent them, like to prevent ourselves. Harmful substances released in air through combustion of fuels: nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and soot. Ozone layer, the protective shell. There is a layer of ozone O3 gas in the lower part of the stratosphere. Ozone gas is not directly useful for the survival of living things. Yet, it is very important for living things to have this layer of ozone at a high altitude around the earth. The ultraviolet rays coming from the sun are very harmful for living things. The ozone gas absorbs these rays. As a result, life on earth is protected. सूर्यापासून येणाऱ्या अतिनील किरणांना आपल्यामध्ये सामावून घेण्याचं काम स्ट्रॅटोस्फिअरच्या लेयरमध्ये होते किंवा त्याच्या लोअर पार्टमध्ये होते. यामुळे त्याची अतिनील किरणे ही सजीव सृष्टीवरती पोहोचू शकत नाहीत, आणि ती जर पोहोचली तर त्यांना वेगवेगळे त्वचेचे आजारही होऊ शकतात. हे थांबवण्याचं कार्य ओझोन लेयर करतो, म्हणून त्याला प्रोटेक्टिव्ह शेल असे सुद्धा म्हणतात. पुढील चित्रामध्ये तुम्ही बघू शकता, सूर्यापासून येणारी अतिनील किरणे ही स्ट्रॅटोस्फिअरच्या लेयरपर्यंतच थांबलेली आहेत. अर्थात सूर्यापासून येणाऱ्या अतिनील किरणांपासून स्ट्रॅटोस्फिअर दरम्यान असणारा ओझोनचा लेयर त्याला मज्जाव करतो. ओझोन लेयर, द प्रोटेक्टिव्ह शेल. The ozone layer is destroyed if chemical gases like carbon tetrachloride or the chlorofluorocarbons used in air conditioners and refrigerators mix with the air. The 16th of September is celebrated as Ozone Protection Day all over the world to make everyone aware of the importance of the ozone. Do you know, in metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Pune or Nagpur, boards are displayed at places of heavy traffic to show the proportion of the various constituents of the air at that place. Due to these boards, we can see the amount of harmful elements in the air. And you can also see that picture which is located on the screen that's showing you in year 2015 air quality data August to December. Look at the image very carefully. You all studied science well today. Thank you for watching. The next part will be uploaded soon.